Okay, hi, so I'm Mark, I'm 29 years old. I live overseas in Hong Kong and I'm back home for a short period of time. So I'm here. And I'll just start. So typically on a normal day, I'll wake up at 6:30. The first thing I'll do, I will take a pee in the morning. It's a real highlight. After that, I get changed, so I wear just that usual sort of business corporate drone uniform. So trousers, shirt, shoes that don't fit perfectly, and that takes around 5-10 minutes. Then I brush my teeth. I apply an excessive amount of hair product, and then I style my hair. That takes around 5 minutes. So yeah, I take around 20-25 minutes to get ready on average. From there, it's a small 5 minute walk to the MTR. So that's the public transport in Hong Kong. And from there, it's, I want to say 30-35 minutes by MTR. And the journey is not that exciting. I just listen to music, I avoid making eye contact with people because it's a very socially awkward experience, and I try not to stand on people. That's basically it. So I zone out for half an hour and listen to music. And then I've got a small 5 minute walk to my office. It's in a sort of industrial part of Hong Kong, way up in the northwest. On my way to the office, I get either one of two sandwiches, which is the real highlight of my morning. I go for either a smoked salmon sandwich or a tuna sandwich. Um, and yeah, that's the highlight of my morning. And from there, I go into my office, I have a desk or a cubicle. I usually have 5-10 minutes to get ready, so I'll sign into the service, I'll grab a coffee, I'll say hi to people, I'll shoot the shit. And then from it's typically 9 a.m. onwards, I then start taking calls. So I sort of do network, desktop, software support for American users for a bank, Wells Fargo. Um, Sorry if you need to retract the name. And that typically I do that for maybe a couple of hours. There's nothing too remarkable there. And then I take a break, and on those 15 minutes, it depends. Sometimes I cook. So the night before, I will have made a really awful attempt at Mexican food, or like a bastardized attempt at Chinese food. So I'll heat that up, or I'll go get a snack. So we have a small bakery. So in that 15 minutes, I try and uh, yeah, get something to eat. The bakery's nice. There's a lot of nice sort of sweet goods there. Um, and then I rush back to my desk. I eat there. I stare at the screen. I wonder what I'm doing. And then I go back on calls after that 15 minutes. And that lasts me up until typically 1 o'clock, 1:30. And then I get an hour's lunch. So I'm afraid this is a quite dull part. And I will then probably go downstairs. We have these sort of booths that you can go into and you can sleep there. So I'd say I get maybe 40-30 minutes typically. I kind of fuck around with my phone, I get a nap. Um, it's a nice wee siesta. It keeps me going for the rest of the afternoon. So I'll get back 2 p.m. or 2:30, and then from there, I pretty much work straight through till 6 p.m. Sometimes just a bit beyond, depending on what I'm dealing with at the time. And from there, I go straight home on a normal day. So I'll go back on the MTR, another 5 minute journey from my office to the MTR. 35 minutes, typically a bit longer. Take a different line, and it's also rush hour, so it's kind of fucking crazy. And again, on the MTR journey, the way back, um, avoiding eye contact, human interaction, just basic humanity, that sort of thing. And then I've got a small 5 minute walk from where I transfer on a different line to another line. It takes me directly back to where I live. And yeah, I mean, that's nice. You pass a couple of thousand people, and I guess I'm kind of bored of it now, but I can get why it's overwhelming at first. And then there's a small 5-10 minute walk back to my apartment after that. I'll say I've got food prepared or ingredients prepared for dinner, so immediately I'll come back, I'll prepare some food. Again, typically awful Mexican food, so peppers, chicken, carbohydrates, just keep me sustained and support my vanity. And then I'll put into boxes, Tupperware, which I just love Tupperware now. And then I'll go play football after that. So there's a 5-10 minute walk to where we play football. There's a race course, and within the race course, we have a series of football pitches. And the football games consist of, it's from a website, it consists of a group of expats. And yeah, it's nice. It's a good bunch of people. Sometimes we go for drinks after the game, but typically 2 hours. We go there, play football, nearly die of dehydration, pretend we're talented in some way at football. And on a normal day, I would just return home. I might, on the way back, I might grab some like soy milk or something. Not because I'm an obnoxious vegan, just because I'm lactose intolerant. I just like to clarify that. Um, and then I go straight back. I take a shower. My showers take 5-10 minutes off the top of my head. I've never taken myself. Um, and then I will eat afterwards. So let me think. I'll take, again, because I eat like a pig. I'd say maybe a nanosecond for me to eat a meal, and then I'm pretty much done. After that, it depends. Typically, my roommates are around, so we'll hang out. We'll maybe have a couple of beers. We'll maybe sometimes cook for one another, share food, talk about our day. That's quite nice. It's a nice mix of people as well. Very multicultural. Unfortunately, there's a French person there, so that's a real turd in the punch bowl. But everyone else is really nice. And after that, that could last maybe 1-2 hours that we sat there and talk. If not, I'll go watch something on TV. So right now, I've been watching Westworld, Archer. I'll sometimes play video games. I play God of War, Metal Gear Solid, that sort of thing. And that usually lasts me up until like 11-ish, I want to say, after getting back. And then from there, I spend 2 hours just watching utter shite on YouTube or TV shows that I like to watch that came out that day or the day previous. And that can last anywhere from 2 to 3 hours until I basically fall asleep with my laptop in my chest. And then I wake up in the morning with a laptop in my chest and I wonder what I've done. That's it.